Hi, this is my May review for Aries. We start the month with some optimism as Venus and Jupiter make a fantastic conjunction, but this is happening in your 12th house, so you'll have the feelings rising up from within you that things are going to get better, things are going to improve. And during the month we have Jupiter and Venus moving into your sign of Aries in your house. Now, we also have some real work to do because Pluto goes retrograde, and Pluto retrograde for 5 months. So this is time to work with Pluto. This is time to look within. Now, Pluto's in your 10th house, so this will involve your public standing, your career, and your path. And you need to look inside and see where you can make improvements. The universe is trying to help you here. Pluto's about power, so you must use your power wisely when it's retrograde, and not use power through other people. This has got to be your own power, your own growth, your own evolution. And you need to work out what it is you're trying to control that isn't controllable. And you've got 5 months to do this while the planet is retrograde, because on the 8th of October it will go direct, and then you will have to act. You will have to act on what you've discovered over the last 5 months. On the 4th we have the Sun conjuncting Uranus. This is in your 2nd house of finances. So this will be a time when you'll want to break free from the normal. Maybe that your life has got a bit boring and you want to have some excitement. Maybe you want to try a new way, a new job, a new way of making money. But you'll be supported in this by your ruler Mars, because Mars makes a positive aspect to the Sun, and this will last 9 days. So this will give you the confidence to go out and make changes. We also have an aspect between Venus and the Black Moon Lilith on the 4th. Now, with Venus now in your sign of Aries and the Black Moon transiting the 4th house, this is the house of your very foundations. So there will be some shakes, some rumbles, and maybe some cracks in those foundations. Those foundations will be reinvented over the coming year. They will change drastically, and it depends whatever you see as the most important foundation in your life. It could be your home, it could be your work, it could be your future path. Whatever it is, these foundations will change over the coming year. And also within relationships as well, you need to look at who supports you and who you value, because this will be a time when you'll need the support, you'll need the help of others. Also on the 4th there's a conjunction between Vesta and Saturn. Now this is a 6-day conjunction. This will happen in your 11th house. This is a time when your hopes and dreams can start to become reality. Vesta will help you to align yourself with what you really feel deeply inside as your core value and your core mission in life. And Saturn will add the patience and the persistence to follow this through over time. Then on the 5th we have a light-hearted day when Venus, who's moving at tremendous speed through your sign of Aries, starts to catch Mercury, and they make a positive sextile aspect. It's a good time to have some fun, socialise, and be with friends. Then on the 10th, Mercury goes retrograde. It's our 2nd planet to go retrograde. So again, this is where the energy turns within. Mercury is in your 3rd house, communications. This is a time when you need to concentrate on communication, and you need to be able to communicate with people on all levels, all kinds of different people. And this you can work on over the 3 weeks that Mercury is retrograde. We spoke about the need for change and desire to put these into action in the 2nd house. Well, the Sun makes a conjunction with the Moon's North Node in that 2nd house. So this is a time when you will be able to discover things about yourself that maybe you can use to make those changes. And this is all happening on the 12th. And then following that on the 14th, Mars makes a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. This is when you will have the confidence, again with your ruler coming into the equation, to make these changes and to be more autonomous, to be courageous enough to do things on your own and not need the support and encouragement of others. This is a time when you can stand up and be counted and make the changes you feel are right for you. with all big decisions that you make, there has to be some justification or some working out of how this is going to move forward. And with the ideas and the things you're bringing in, there's always going to be some kind of internal challenge. Now this comes on the 15th, when we have the Sun making a square to Saturn. Now, Saturn's a planet of responsibility. So here you have to work out and balance how much time and effort you put into you and what you want and what you're doing as to responsibilities and duties towards others. This is something you just need to work out. And there's two aspects to help you on this, because we have the Sun making a sextile to Neptune and Venus conjunct in Chiron in your first house. So this will help you to balance your needs with the needs of others, and it will help you to transcend any ego that will get in the way of this process. So you can put the ego aside and think more constructively about yourself and others and get that balance. There'll be some more light shed on things on the 16th, when we have our full moon total eclipse. This happens in Scorpio. Now, I've had a lot of concentration in that second house about you and your finances and your position and what you need. But now the shift changes because this full moon's in the 8th house. So this eclipse is part of the Saturn 6 North series, which was the same as the one in April. So again, it brings relationships with authority figures into the spotlight, but also on the need to maybe handle other people's finances, maybe for family members or for a partner, or you may be involved in a group situation where you have to take control. Now this may be because someone else is failing to or unable to do the role, so this is where you need to step up. But also with this full moon in Scorpio, it's a very intense, very deep, passionate full moon, so you will get feelings coming up, and this will help you to realise what you need in your life now and what you really don't need. So the full moon will let you and assist you in letting go of what you don't need, and you can then grab hold of what you do need and take that forward. On the 17th, we have a conjunction between Mars and Neptune. Now this is going to make you feel quite strange, because we have Mars, the planet of ego and action, coming together with the egoless Neptune, the planet that dissolves the Mars energy, really, in that sense. So you will feel quite strange. You will feel a little bit out of sorts and maybe feel like you're in suspension. But with your ego dulled right down on this day, it could be an advantage, because it can help you to see things in a different light. And on the 18th, we have the Sun making a positive aspect to Pluto. Now, we said Pluto's retrograde, and there's things to think about while Pluto's retrograde. Well, you'll be able to do this quite cleverly with this Mars Neptune aspect, because you won't have the ego pushing ahead and trying to take control of things. You'll be able to look at things maybe as they are. This will help you make up your mind about things. Two aspects concerning the Mercury Retrograde. The first one on the 19th is from Jupiter. Now Jupiter's in your first house and become very powerful in Aries. He likes it in Aries, and this is a time you can take stock of that power. You can go within and see exactly how powerful you are and how powerful you want to be and how you use that, because it's good to use it wisely. And on the 21st, the Sun moves into your third house and into Gemini, makes that conjunction with Mercury in Gemini in that third house, which is also the house of Mercury. So although he's retrograde, you can still work with him and use his energies. And it's a good time to evaluate things. It's a good time to again go within and look at what you have and rid yourself of any half-baked ideas or goals that you know will never work, and rethink things. And so you fine-tune your goals, maybe narrow them down to one or two, and then you can concentrate on them and use your power as the Mars energy is going to come into your sign very soon, and then you can go. On the 22nd, we have two positive aspects that will aid your success. The Sun makes a positive aspect to Jupiter. Remember, Jupiter's in your sign and your house, so this will be very powerful. This is just about good for anything. And then the other aspect, which is in the background, is Mars making a positive aspect to Pluto. Now, Pluto's retrograde, Mars in that 12th house. So this is happening behind the scenes. So this is very much give you an intense desire and an urge to succeed. Then on the 23rd, we have a very different aspect. This is a conjunction between Ceres, the asteroid, and the black moon Lilith. Now, these two are very different. We have Ceres, who's the Earth Mother, the nurturing kind, and then we have the black moon Lilith, who committed the original sin in the Garden of Eden. So these are like the mother and the whore. So there are different aspects of personality that come together here. And this is a good time to integrate these two sides. Integrate the sexual side into the nurturing side and vice versa. And you could find that this helps you, and you could help other people to find personal freedom. But it also could bring up instances from the past whereby you were treated unfairly or treated badly, and this could cause some anger, but you need to channel the anger and use the anger positively. Venus makes two aspects. First to Saturn, which is a positive one. So this is a time when you can sit down with people and discuss any obligations and duties. This could be in relationships or within a group situation. And then on the 26th, we have a square to Pluto. This is a time when you can accommodate these changes and put them into action. On the 28th, we have the best aspect that you Aries could expect. Your ruler is now in your sign and makes a conjunction with Jupiter. Now, this happens to be a very good position for Jupiter as well in the first 6 degrees of Aries, and also with Mars, with his power and his strength. This is going to be great. This is fortunate for action. Any action you need to take it now. You've got 3 days to really push ahead now. This aspect gives you physical strength and prowess, and it's good for any kind of physical exertion. Then on the 30th, Mars makes a square with the black moon Lilith. This will give you the desire to break with convention. This give you a desire to break free and gain as much freedom as you possibly can. On the 30th, we have the new moon. The new moon's in Gemini in your 3rd house. This is the house of Gemini. So this is great. This will bring new ideas. This will bring new and varied information to you. This is a time when you can learn things and also study things as well. Maybe it's time to study the way you communicate, not only verbally but with your body language as well. It's a good time to look at that Mercury Retrograde. You know, we spoke about having to learn to communicate with people on all levels and about all ranging subjects. So this is a great time to invest some time into that. And also it's a good time to be really busy getting those everyday tasks done, get your paperwork done, get your finances all in order so that things can run smoothly from now on. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if you'd like to send me a message, I'd love to hear from you.